Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that.
Well, from the fights that were happening in the Tonse Alliance the past couple of hours, I'll safely say the last 48 hours, finally culminated in people speaking up. So in the mass newspaper, they carried the headline saying, Patriotic Front is Tonse anchor. So pretty much reiterating the point to say, without a Patriotic Front at the center of any alliance in the opposition, that alliance will not stand really, because it seems like the Patriotic Front is the one that carries the numbers. Hence, everyone is trying to find a way of either associating with the Patriotic Front, but they want to use it to their advantage. That means they want the PF to be part of the alliance. Whichever party that is part of, whether it's Uka Alliance or anything, is the one that they brand in that alliance. To which there's been a pushback from the given wind led now Patriotic Front, which was led by Edgar Shagalungu, to say, I mean, if the PF is going to be part of an alliance, you might as well choose the PF as the anchor party. So hence that headline. What is the daughter of the late former president, Tasila Lungu, as you may be aware, she's been given time by the Speaker of the National Assembly to say after her dad is buried, which is coming up very soon after the verdict from South Africa, within 14 days, she's supposed to report back in Parliament. Otherwise, her seat will be nullified if she doesn't. But SADC heads of state were meeting, should have been today's meeting. So these were the images from the meeting that they had, which made Brian Apunda, this is the Secretary General or Media Director within the Socialist Party of Fred Membe. So he put up to say, he even tagged the President Hakainde Hichilema to say, he has missed another regional meeting, referring to the meeting that you see on screen there, to say, when our country used to be, we used to have leadership that was alive to regional solidarity and practice international diplomacy. Ours would be standing amongst them. So referring to President Hakainde Hichilema should have been part of that picture you see there. And then he tags President Hakainde Hichilema also missed the Umtomboko traditional ceremony yesterday. Yet government had officially announced that he would grace the 2025 Umtomboko traditional ceremony of the Lunda Kingdom under Mwata Kazembe in Wapura province. So he tagged the president to say, why didn't the president attend this particular SADC meeting and also the Umtomboko ceremony? To which Jacob Sakala responded to Brian Apunda, stating, Comrade Apunda, President Hakainde Hichilema said, let us bury President Edgar Shagalungu, the former head of state, first, then afterwards he can engage. He was very categorical and clear on this one, and I believe he was very right. Let them have the meeting, and I'm sure he has explained to his colleagues, referring to the other heads of state in the region. You put him in an awkward position, referring to President Hakainde Hichilema. You put him in an awkward position where with funeral politics with regard to Edgar Shagalungu's burial. And now you turn around and blame him. If you went for the same meeting, you some people would be saying something different. So referring to say, there's no doing the right thing with regard to President Hakainde Hichilema. If you had decided to say, okay, fine, I'm going to attend the Umtomboko traditional ceremony that happened yesterday, and also attend the SADC meeting that you saw up there, there would have been an uproar to say he had put up a statement, should have been like a week ago, where you're saying no. The reason why he has stepped back to most of the activities, especially international activities, is because he's waiting for a time we put to rest the former head of state, Edgar Shagalungu. And that's why you haven't seen the president traveling out of the country and also attending these traditional ceremonies. So you would have been blamed in either way. That's what Jacob Sakala was driving home. You are very young, referring to now Brian Apunda. You are very young. Your fellow young people at the same stage, they will achieve, they will archive you together with the old politicians. Find your congregation. The old finished men are not your congregation. Much love, comrade. So he says the people that he's associating with, that is pretty much Fred Membe and the politics that they do, are not what is resonating with the people on the ground. Let him change his politics. To which Brian Apunda responded to him. They say, this president, referring to President Hakainde Hichilema, you support blindly, comrade, is driving our nation into a ditch at an alarming speed. So so the whole Rapula province minister lied when he had held a press briefing on Thursday last week, informing the nation that President Hakainde Hichilema will grace the 2025 Umtombo traditional ceremony. So he's simply saying, fine, if President Hakainde Hichilema had said he wasn't going to attend any of these events publicly, then what made the Luapula province minister issue that statement saying the president was going to be at the event? So that's what Brian Apunda was referring to. And obviously people picking up the images that were coming from that particular meeting. As you may be aware, Ramaphosa, that's where Edgar Shagalungu's body still is, and there is a court case with the Zambian government through the Attorney General to have that body repatriated. And then you see Mnangagwa of Zimbabwe there. So Smart Eagles just puts up that image and they say, Wasanga Vale Tea. So that's what they're having, that conversation. What is also association? This is a musician based in the US. He's been putting up a number of posts. He say people are now speculating: is he becoming political or what? He just put up that statement and he didn't touch anything. So which made George Mutonga, this is another Zambian based in the US, responded to Ossie asking to say, was Ossie supposed to get a job like Pilato because Awe had him overdrive. So he asked to say, is it that he's venting or something? Was he promised something that he didn't get, because he seems to be sending some cryptic message, according to George Mutonga there, asking, say, what's going on with Ossie? What is State Speaks out on AI audio? Vice President Mtaina Lumango says individuals in the audio do not represent government. So if you remember when the Vice President was asked in Parliament to say, what's the position of government with regard to the purported audio, be it if it's AI or authentic? And then she said, no, those people involved in that particular audio are not government spokespeople, pretty much. So it's a conversation between those two people. To which now Miles Sampa, material member of parliament, responded to the vice president. The vice president is telling us lies. The minister, when they open their mouth, they are deemed to be speaking on behalf of or saying what represents a government. So essentially, Madam Doreen Mwamba, who's alleged to be part of that audio of Chavinga, is a minister of community development and was representing government in that planning meeting. So she says no. I mean, according to Mausamba, he's saying if indeed it's the minister of community development that is involved in that audio, and she's the minister, then that's a government representation. That's the argument the Mausamba is putting out in response to the vice president there. What is Shufetayari still recovering from hospital? He put up this statement saying, but PF, I did not know you are so naive to the extent of thinking that dead Edgar Shagalungu caused my sickness. If that was possible, those of you holding on to his body would have been the ones to fix. So he's simply saying, because he says some people are putting up comments when he puts up images of him being in hospital, because he just went he underwent an operation because of whatever is going on with his intestines and stuff. So some people are saying, no, that's what he gets. They say good riddance because of the attack that he was given to former First Lady Esther Lungu and the Lungu family. So he's responding to the PF people saying, no, if that's the case, Edgar Shagalungu is supposed to first haunt the people that are holding his body there. So that's back and forth of Chilufya with members of the Patriotic Front. What is in the Daily Nation? Disband partisan electoral commission of Zambia. So they say in order to perceive the country, I mean, in order to preserve the country's unity before the 2026 general elections, says the electoral body is broken, is a broken institution because it's been presided over by non-United Party for National Development, the UPND sympathizers, who believe their mandate is to push the agenda of the governing party. So that argument with regard if is independent is coming up in that newspaper. What is the Daily Nation still having that conversation about the AI? And then Vice President Mtaina Nomango downplays Chalinga audio. It was just talk between two people dreaming. So pretty much that's in the news diggers. And what else is here? Vice President VIP calls for CDF loan suspension amidst high defaults. Vice President Mtaina Nomango has called for a suspension of the constituency development fund CDF loan component following high default rate. So people are not paying back money that they get from CDF, so they want to halt it. Otherwise, Livingston Mayor's BP shoots in court, prompting the court to adjourn case, allow to seek medical attention. So that's another development. And then Tesila Lungu given 14 days. What else is in the news? ECZ not credible under Zolomes. That's according to Savoy Mboela says, while the electoral body itself is innocent, those presiding over it are partisan and non-sympathizers of the UPND, thereby making the institution not credible. Not credible. Believes Zambians will by all means remove the new dawn from power in 2026. That's according to Savoy Mboela. Government holds CDF, pretty much the same headline. I think that's where the news ends. Oh yeah, and then Fred Membe, there was some poll that was done by KBN, that's a private TV station. So to which Fred Membe has requested, Membe asks KBN TV to remove him from opposition survey. So there was a survey where they are evaluating who would be the right candidate to lead the opposition as we go into 2025 elections. So Fred Membe says don't include him in that list. He has to be exempted. Yeah, that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.